All right, New Game in Order. We are back like the Juggernaut bitch, coming at you for our next topic, and it has to do with The Witcher 3. Now, there was a big snafu with some footage that was put out that was actually the PC version of the game, and it was kind of mislabeled to be the Xbox One version, which is running at 900p 30 frames per second. Now, you know, apparently, the PC version, obviously, on your knees is getting it. I'll probably.
I broke my own rule, but I am getting $20 off it with the pre-order.
Okay.
So I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
Besides, it's CD Projekt Red, so I put my trust in them.
Okay. Now with that, it's the Xbox One's limitations are glaringly apparent, and things like the tools that maybe I don't think third party is going to be really using the DirectX 12. It's probably going to be more like a first party thing that I'll probably see if I can merge this into one topic. But some folks got their pennies in the bunch and they're just like, oh my god, look at what Microsoft did, misleading stuff. And Microsoft came out and made a public announcement and said, hey, it was a mistake, we're sorry, boom, it should be the end of that. But you got the fanboys from the other side of the camp like, oh, look at this, look what they did, like, come on now. Is it that big a deal that Microsoft made a mistake? It's not that they did it intentionally, but cut folks a break. You know what I mean? They came out and said, "Hey, it was a mistake. This is not that version that's being. It's not the Xbox One version. That's the PC version." Okay, too easy, right? But folks want to dig it in and put salt on the wound. You know what I mean? Which kind of brings me back to the other topics we were talking about in terms of folks in the fanboyism taking it too far. Stop the shit. It's annoying. That's the thing that gets under my damn skin. But, on your knees, what are your thoughts on the mistake that Microsoft made and they, made amends for it?
I don't think they're going to make amends because they do this shit all the fucking time. They've been doing it. I think people finally became aware during the E3s, during the PS2 era, I want to say.
Yeah.
When they said, oh, here's our demo for this game.
And be running out of PC or something.
Yeah. And, that's when I first started seeing that shit online and in the video gaming news. So they're not going to change their ways. They're going to go back to this at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But this goes in hand with people trying to hype shit up, like with the Star Wars Battlefront 3 footage that was released. This is in-engine footage. Now, you note the wording there, in-engine footage.
Mm-hmm.
It's not actually in-game footage.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's going to look anywhere near that good when it launches, especially on the consoles.
Yeah, it was like that UFC game that was shown for the 360 in PS3, and it looked nothing like that by the time it came out. Now, the current gen is closer to what that first, UFC game when Chuck Liddell was fighting Tito Ortiz, but, it's what it is. They like to show more, but then again, you screw yourself because people who are eagle-eyed and like us will catch it like, hey, that looks nothing like what you presented.
Yeah.
Well, you could just assume that
you need that professional opinion.
What was that?
But yeah, go ahead, Chris, and then I'll give the rest the floor.
But yeah, it's just stupid. But definitely check out Witcher 3. Go shit on EA. Don't buy Star Wars Battlefront 3. It's gonna suck. That's about all I gotta say.
All right. Now, Shinwar, your thoughts. Like, is it a big deal that Microsoft made a mistake and apologized for it, and then people are making a big deal over this controversy?
No, Microsoft apologized. Let's keep it moving. I mean, some people take it to heart, whatever the case may be, but hey, they apologize. It is what it is. Just give me Batman Arkham Knight. I'm fine.
All right. Okay. Noob, you just joining us. Hopefully you had a chance to check this stuff out earlier. But Microsoft made a mistake with, I guess, their labeling, and they showed The Witcher 3 PC footage running at 1080p 60 frames per second, which, it was labeled as Xbox One when it wasn't. It's running at half that. So folks are making a big deal. And what are your thoughts?
I think he still might be on the phone.
Oh, okay. Well, with that, Nelson, your thoughts?
I haven't really dove too much into this story, but based on what you said, what Microsoft released a trailer or some type of in-engine footage of the game, and they labeled it as what a console, then rather
Yeah.
the PC,
Yeah.
and people are complaining. Wow, I mean,
Now, you know what? The other camp is like, oh, look at this. Look at your system can't do it. It's like, is it that big a deal? And Microsoft apologized. So,
but the thing is like, guys, we live in a world where mistakes happen every day. Why are you gonna be so crucial and try to bite or hate on that actual company just because they made like one little mistake? I guaranteed if your little favorite company made a particular mistake, you'd be happy as fuck that you saw some early in-game footage, despite the fact what the hell it is. But oh, you're on the hush hush, just like how some people are with Nintendo.
but Nintendo, yep.
I mean, it's all right. I mean, it's just what you commented early on about the whole fanboy thing and stuff like that. You guys are just like, I'm just gonna blatantly say, you're just a bunch of cocksuckers. You're just sitting there sucking mad someone's cock right now, and you just don't care what happens. You don't care what happens, whether if it's a technical glitch, whether if it's a title glitch, or anything of the sort. Just like how we had a similar issue recently that someone spoiled the release date of a particular game on, I think, Amazon or some other site, and it was, like I said, it was a glitch. And we also have newspaper articles that make glitches as well, where let's say they endorse, oh, we're selling a console for $99, and people jump on that, they go to the store and they buy it, and then there's like, oh wait, this was a printing error that was not directly supposed to happen. Like shit happens, y'all. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's some things you can get mad at on disc, DLC, piecing out games, or companies like EA trying to rip you off and take over the world, and Nintendo screwing up the Wii U, which is all but dead. You know what I mean? You could get mad at them for that, but it was just a simple mislabeling. And then they did the damage control. One thing you can give Microsoft is they try to fix things. Like, for instance, the launch of the Xbox One. Fucked up. They did everything wrong. But Review Tech, Angry Joe, Alpha Mega Sin, all the major YouTubers out there can pretty much say that, Microsoft has tried to turn it around. You know what I mean? So this is no different. They're like, oh, hey, it was a mistake. Our bad. Too easy. Shrug it off, and fanboys stop using that to be this childish shit. Come on.
But I'm hoping that it comes to a certain point in life, probably like no time soon, but hopefully soon, that everyone will just stop this nonsense about how this is better, this is better, this is better, and just come together and just shut the fuck up. Because like I said, there's too many, dick suckers out there that's just supporting one company, and they're like draining their blood, despite the fact that the company is shit.
Oh, hold on.
Despite the fact that they don't make good games or don't make good content for whatever it might be. Like, dude, the fuck, man. We're, like I said, we're all human. Hopefully we don't have like no robots that's having like glitch problems or.
We're not at that stage in technology yet.
But it's perfectly natural for someone to make a mistake. Again, as I was saying before, you just let it be. If you could bring it to someone's direct attention, whether if it's social media or through email, that would be nice, and then they can easily jump on it and do the fix. Instead of sitting
it's plain
there,
bait, Nelson. They just want something to talk about.
Exactly, and that's why I'm gonna put it in the sense like that's what the news does when they have no real shit to fucking talk about. Look about this girl. She sucked her lips in a shot glass and she freaking cut her lip. Like, that's news.
Yeah. You know what? With that.
No. We're gonna give it to Nuke now. So I don't know if you've been hearing anything about this, Nuke, but Alex will explain.
I heard it. All I gotta say is, so Sony can come out with fake Killzone footage and say that it's Killzone, And then when the game comes out, it looks absolutely nothing like Sony claimed. But Microsoft made some mistake and apologizes for it, and y'all want to crucify him. That's all I gotta say.
Well, hey, that's the thing with fanboyism stuff. They gotta stop it. But with that, New Gaming Order, we're gonna move on to our next segment. We're gonna take an intermission. The Raw Cut. Make sure you check it out. That Batman versus Superman topic that On Your Knees and Shinwar and I were discussing is good stuff. We're gonna try and separate that and stick that on the YouTube. But shout out to Full Screen partner, and we're gonna, like I said, go into intermission. So we'll see you on the next segment. Make sure you check out our other topics for tonight's podcast. And those of you joining us live, thank you for your valued support. So we'll be back. Peace.